Thanks for joining us here on Indivisible. I'm your host, John Stubbins, and we are thrilled to have you with us tonight, America. Look, it has been cold, cold, cold if you live in the north, the northeast, the northwest, and hence I'm wearing a sweater today. We're going to be covering the inauguration a little bit this evening, just because I haven't had a chance to do that, and I was sick for a couple of weeks, so I was out after traveling to the inauguration. So I want to make sure that we do that. This is a show we put God, family, and country first, and we will always, always tell you the truth. That's what matters. Also, I want to give a shout out to our coffee line. This is our Pledge of Allegiance coffee line, which is just under a year old now. We're really starting to expand and get this thing going, so we're excited about it. This is our breakfast blend, and this is our medium roast, Indivisible, and then our dark roast, American Anarchy blend. Hope that you will get out and get your computer out or your phone and order some, and we'll ship it right to your front door. It's fantastic coffee. I think that you'll really enjoy it, and it's all American made, all American owned, and we're really proud of it. And I hope that you will be as well. So we got a lot to talk about tonight, in reference to the inauguration and President Trump being back in office as our 47th president, and should have been our 46th president, but that's another discussion for another day. We hope that everybody got a chance to take part and watch the inauguration if you weren't able to go there yourselves. We're going to take a quick commercial break, and we will be right back.
Here's to the overlooked, the overworked, the underappreciated. Here's to the fighters to preserve our freedom, our liberty, our rights, our faith. Here's to the workers, the farmers, the first responders, and those who serve so bravely in our military. Here's to Americans who proudly hold tight to our values: God, privacy, freedom of speech, life and liberty. Here's to the patriots who love this country and everything it stands for, who should never be canceled for believing in America and the blessings of liberty. Finally, there's a bank for you, Old Glory Bank, named after the flag that represents the fabric of this great country and the people of Old Glory Nation, the engine of America. Now you have a bank that values your values. Now you have a bank that stands with you, no matter where you stand. Old Glory Bank. We stand with you.
Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
Indivisible with John Stubbins is proud to support my friends Jim and Angela Holland and Set Apart Farms.
Faith-led and family-driven, we're doing things a better way for veterans and their families. For all the ways to get involved, go to setapartfarms.org.
And we're back. By the way, I just love those commercials and how patriotic they are, because these are our partners and we love each and every one of them. Let's take a minute here, or a couple minutes, and let's go and watch the swearing in part for Vice President J.D. Vance and President Trump.
Hand and repeat after me. I, James David Vance, do solemnly swear.
I, James David Vance, do solemnly swear
that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States.
that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States
Against all enemies, foreign and domestic.
against all enemies, foreign and domestic.
That I will bear true faith
That I will bear true faith
and allegiance to the same,
and allegiance to the same,
that I take this obligation freely
that I take this obligation freely
without any mental reservation
without any mental reservation
or purpose of evasion,
or purpose of evasion,
and that I will well and faithfully discharge
and that I will well and faithfully discharge
the duties of the office
the duties of the office
on which I am about to enter.
on which I am about to enter.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations, Mr. Vice President.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Chief Justice Roberts to administer the Presidential Oath of Office.
Please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I, Donald John Trump, do solemnly swear
I, Donald John Trump, do solemnly swear
that I will faithfully execute
that I will faithfully execute
the office of President of the United States
the office of President of the United States
and will, to the best of my ability,
and will, to the best of my ability,
preserve, protect, and defend
preserve, protect, and defend
the Constitution of the United States.
the Constitution of the United States.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations, Mr. President.
And I just love that. It's really cool. And it's cool to see J.D. Vance being sworn in as vice president from right here in our home state of Ohio. We're really proud of J.D. and many others also in this state. But thank you, J.D., and thank you for stepping up at the plate at the right time, because we really needed him. And we're going to need President Trump, obviously, this 4 years. We're going to need them both, along with a lot of other people. And by the way, look, there are a number of actors in the deep state who are trying to slow down, stop, people from being sworn in, and President Trump having his cabinet fulfilled. They don't want that to happen. They're going to try to do all that they can to stop that. We understand that. We're going to continue to do what we do to stop them, because that's just who they are. And, by now we all should understand that. Even now, even as we speak, today, they are doing all that they can to leak sensitive, vital national security information to people that are our enemies, that want to destroy this country. And when dealing with the border, that's a very sensitive issue. It whether people don't want to hear it or not, it is a national security issue for each and every one of us. And yet they're going to continue to try to stop us. And if that means giving vital information to our enemies, they will do it. And I know that's really scary. That's treason is what that is. And I want to give a tip of the hat, salute Brother Tom Homan, for all of his hard work and his entire team and everybody that we work with him to try to get, the job done and stop this nonsense, whether it's the drugs or the cartels or, just illegals and gotaways who we don't even know who they are. It's really, really scary, folks. And, we've got to put a stop to that, because right now, even though we've slowed it down since President Trump took over and the numbers have dwindled down about the border crossings that we know of, you still have the gotaways. And those people, they don't want to be processed. They don't want to be discovered. We've been telling you this for several years. And I'm sure that you understand that, those that are paying attention. So it's important. It's important. Aside from that, we've got work to do. So we've got to get these people sworn in. And it's kind of a slow drag right now. And that's mainly because they want it to, take as long as it can. And we've got Obama holdovers. We've got, people in the DOJ, the FBI. We've got to get them out because they are a cancer and they continue to cause problems. And, not only give them misinformation, but these people are part of the deep state. It's very, very scary. And, it's treason. There's no other way around it. I mean, I talk about that all the time, but look, when you're trying to destroy your country, please tell me, what else do you call that? I call that treason. I call that high treason. Also, by the way, I'm going to scroll this at the bottom because I want each and every one of you to please, try our Pledge of Allegiance coffee line. It's very important. If you want to go to MyPillow, you can go to mypillow.com. Use the promo code Indivisible for that. You can also call 1-800-716-4639 and give them at the MyPillow offices my promo code of Indivisible, and you'll get up to discounts of up to 80% off depending on what you're buying. So again, if you need pillows, blankets, if you need washcloths, towels, slippers, a dog bed for your dog, anything that you can pretty much think of, anything patriotic, really cool stuff at mypillow.com. Again, just give them my promo code Indivisible. But in regards to our coffee line, please make sure that you go there because, and all you got to do is go to johnstubbins.com. And if you go to johnstubbins.com, right there, you can obviously pay attention to what we're doing with the show, but you can also order your coffee right there. And please do. Again, we'll ship it right to your door, and I think that you'll love it. Also, I'm really proud of this picture here, and thank God that President Trump is back in office. Like I said, we couldn't be more thrilled. We've got, like I said, we've got a lot of work to do, but this is what it's all about. And I also want to give a shout out to our partners, the First Hour for Men. First Hour for Men, this is our 30-day challenge, and it's about, we're really trying to utilize it to bring men back into the household, back to the dinner table, bring young men to know God. Also, Old Glory Bank. Old Glory Bank is America's apple pie, and it's meant for me and for you and your family. So check out Old Glory Bank. Also, Hunter Nation. Make sure you go to hunternation.org and become a part of what we are doing over there, because our involvement there made a huge addition in several battleground states for this particular election. So make sure that you get involved. Also, Set Apart Farms. Set Apart Farms is doing things to help veterans and their families. A lot of times the families get left out. We don't want to do that. We want our families to be involved in the health of the veteran. Also, give a shout out to Hunt Channel, which is probably where you're watching this show right now, if you're not watching it on my website. So wanted to give a shout out to all of them. We're going to be adding some new sponsors this year, and we're really excited about it. It's a really cool time to be involved with this show, because there's so many different things that we want to do, can do, we're putting together. There's your wants, there's your needs. You're trying to get it all together. It's not always easy, but we are doing our best to get it together for you because it's important. And we want to bring you the information, but we also want to bring you cool things like documentary work on human trafficking, child trafficking. Obviously, with our documentary, American Anarchy, we have a lot of funds to raise to be able to shoot that. But, one thing that it has done, and I'll show you a picture of that, one thing that time has done by, continually trying to put those funds together is it's allowed us to, think about it and decide, whether or not we want to keep that in a documentary format, or another possibility is that we could turn it into a full-length feature film. And I've been discussing that with a couple people, and we really like that idea. But I don't know that that's going to happen, but we'll see. In the meantime, we're going to take a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back.
He was a victim of the unlawful spying.
If you don't trust them, you think they'll leave.
Greatest civil rights violations in American history.
Their investigation.
A window into the Trump campaign.
Unfortunately, it can happen to anyone.
Hunter Nation is the ultimate we the people in the conservation community, holding our elected employees accountable to the hunting, fishing, trapping, freedom lifestyle that has brought wildlife back to the healthiest and most thriving condition in our lifetime. HunterNation.org is the epicenter for freedom and wildlife conservation in America. I am Hunter Nation.
Thanks for that, Ted. Uncle Ted. Want to come back here, and what I'd like to do now is I'm going to take this off for a second. I'd like to just show some photos itself, and also we were there the full week, so I'd like to show you some photos of me around town doing different things, meeting up with some friends for lunch, etc. There's President Trump and our First Lady Melania Trump. Along with Ivanka and a couple of his sons and daughters in the back, as you can see there. Also, there's some friends of mine from Florida, the McBrides. I want to give them a big shout out. We had some breakfast together, which was great. I've got my Old Glory sweatshirt on there. That's really cool. Alessandra Griffith, we were at the inauguration ball, multicultural ball there. Got my 47 hat on. That was really cool. And there we go again with the McBrides. Really cool. And that's at the ball. There's me and Roger Stone. Pretty good shot right there. Somebody got a couple shots here. I can't remember what was said there, but we're both laughing at that, whatever that is. Couple more shots here of Raj. Colonel Alan West. Yes. Great shot right there, man. He's laid out, man. Look at all those medals. Such a great guy. I love Colonel West. That's at a private luncheon that I threw. We had about 20 people. Really cool. There's my friend Pat Curry and his wife at the Texas ball. I had to take a shot of them. They look so sharp together there. There we are. Mingling about. That place was packed, I got to tell you. I mean, there must have been 25,000 people in this Hilton. It was incredible. 3 levels, all jam-packed. Food, bar, everything, everywhere. But, I mean, it was just, I can't believe how many people were at this place. It was just incredible. It's a pretty good shot there. Pretty good shot there. Look, there we are. There's me and Ted Cruz. This is also at the Texas ball. Got a couple good shots. They're at the Washington Times party, which I was at. There we are. This is at an Italian restaurant over in Alexandria, and had everybody come together. It was really, really amazing. Great lunch. Put myself back on there. So yeah, really cool. It was really a cool time. And I ended up getting sick while I was over there. The weather was just frigid, and it's frigid again. It's really been kind of a brutal back and forth winter, as you guys know, but especially if you live in the north. And my friends down south, I'm sure you've had plenty of rain and sick of that, but it's just been a great time. And the inauguration was quite something. It's too bad that the weather couldn't have been a little nicer. People could have experienced a little bit more outdoors stuff, being able to go check out more of the monuments and things like that. I know I sent some friends over to see my friend Sabin Howard's monument. And I know you guys are familiar with this. Let me show you real quick, but it's really incredible. A Soldier's Journey. If you have not been over to the National Mall or the monuments, I mean, just look at the detail, the incredible detail. This thing was all handmade. This is a World War I memorial called A Soldier's Journey, but it was all handmade, bronzed over in the UK, and then shipped here, and now it is a permanent fixture. It is now a permanent fixture at our National Mall. So you can see the people there walking up, so you can get an idea of the scope and size of this incredible monument. But anyway, it's all there. So you can go and visit the National Mall and check this out right now. Any day that you want to. It's very, very important that you do, because I mean, it's history. It's our history. And I can't think of anything better to take your kids to go to see. I think that you'll find that it's incredible. There's a great learning experience for them educationally, and I think that they'll really enjoy it. And I think you'll enjoy it too. This isn't a matter of how old you are. This is a matter of, again, your history, my history, your kids, your grandkids, and sharing that with them. I think you'll find it eye-opening and really, 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 really incredible. So go check that out. And not only check that out, but check out all the other monuments there. I mean, it's a pretty incredible place. And just because, Washington, D.C. might have felt a little off to you the last few years, don't let that keep you away. We have the presidency again, and, we're going to do our best to take that city back as quickly as we can, because, it's out of control, and we need to get it back. That part's really, really important as well. So just keep that in mind. And I know that a lot of you do, but make sure you get out there. Okay. Maybe sometime this spring or summer, take your family and go check it out again. Even if you haven't been for years, it's definitely worth checking out. Now, onto our kind of our wish list of things that we want to do. I want to make sure that each and every one of you continues to stay involved in the voting process. And then also the other piece of that is not just the voting process, but we've got a problem with activist judges. And I wanted to make that point tonight because it's very, very, very important. Make sure that you vote against activist judges. We've got to get them out. We need judges that are going to call balls and strikes and call the law as it was intended. It's extremely, extremely important. So keep that in mind and stay involved, especially in the activist judges part of it right now. We need your help a lot. We're going to take a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back. We've tried so many of Mike's products at MyPillow. Whether it's the Giza Dream Sheets, the MyPillow mattress topper, or whether it's the MyPillow towel sets. Me and my family here at Indivisible, we've tried all of Mike's great products, and we just love them. My mom loves her robe. Mark loves the big dog bed for Shakespeare. And my favorite, the moccasins, which are really great for my feet. Save up to 66% off for MyPillow products for you and your family. Go to MyPillow.com and enter the promo code INDIVISIBLE for my show, or call 1-800-716-4639 and give them the promo code INDIVISIBLE for my show. You're going to love it.
Well, my name is Larry Elder. I'm a co-founder, investor, member of the board of directors, and customer of Old Glory Bank. I'm involved in Old Glory Bank because I believe Old Glory Bank stands for fairness, stands for the willingness to accept other people who have different points of view. We become a country that's been divided between people, in my opinion, who are patriots, who believe in the values of America, and who believe that you ought not be punished for your political views. This is how our country has now evolved. Those who believe that you are wrong versus those who believe you're not just wrong, but you're evil. This is ridiculous. And people have taken sides. And if you are perceived as somebody who is on the wrong side of the political aisle, your bank may punish you. And all too often, banks now have decided to take a stance and are punishing their customers or potential customers because of those customers' views. So people that I believe think that people ought not be punished for their views are to be the people who patronize Old Glory Bank. What you're doing is saying to Old Glory Bank, I applaud the fact that you have not taken a stance. I applaud the fact that you're not canceling people just because of their views. And I applaud the fact that you're providing an alternative to those who have been canceled and who don't like the fact that some banks are canceling other people. This is about the very principles that made America great.
Yeah, sure did. And by the way, before we go tonight, it's been a great show. Really wanted to share kind of my experience on the road with you. I didn't get a ton of pictures. I probably could have gotten more, but like I said, I ended up getting sick and spent a couple weeks sick. And that's like the second time that's happened since Thanksgiving. It's been horrible. And so I'm sure a lot of you can appreciate that around the country, because I hear about people all the time that have been ill and have been ill over the holiday season this year. So it's been rough on a lot of people, and God bless each and every one of you. I hope that you're all getting better, feeling better, getting back into the groove, and becoming somewhat a semblance of our old selves. And speaking of that, I just want to pray for each and every one of us, pray for our country, pray for President Trump and Vice President Vance, his administration that he's putting together. Hopefully just do an amazing job out of the gate with as least amount of resistance from these anarchists as possible, so that we can get the job done and get to the job of making America great for everyone. It's not too much to ask. That's what we want to do. Let's make it great for everyone so that everybody can really enjoy the great fruits of this country and what it's all about. And I encourage each and every one of you to get down and pray and give it up to the Lord. Thank you so much. God bless you. God bless your families. And God bless America. We'll see you next week.